friends, welcome back to Jackie's Creative Lifestyle. I'm Jackie Thornton and today we're going to be using our Coffee Cafe stamp set. A new stamp set which was released by Stampin Up in the latest annual catalogue. So enjoying this stamp set. I've only made a couple of cards with it, so it's quite exciting. I'm going to show you one of those cards that I did today and walk you through how I put the card together. So let's get started. The card we're going to be making today is this particular card here, and it's Happiness is a Cup of Coffee Shared with a Friend. Now I've decided that I wanted to show how the stamp set you can make frappuccinos and things like that, so I wanted to just step away from the old coffee cup and do a little bit of a frappuccino style card. So in the stamp set you will see that this here is the whipped cream, and you've got the little wee stripes there that you would pop on your straw, so we're going to use that, and the cup and things. So also with the stamp set comes the dies, and these are the dies here. I haven't yet put them on my magnetic strips, which is what I normally do. So we're going to be using this one, which is for the straw. We're also going to use the cup. We're going to use the little cup holder, which is great because it's actually got embossing on it. So when you cut it, it cuts it and embosses it, and it makes it look like the corrugated cardboard that you actually have on your cups when you purchase them. So I really like that feature on there. What else do we need? I think that's all we're going to be using. Oh, and of course, this little one here, which is cutting out our whipped cream. Alright, so let's put those aside and get started with showing you some measurements that you're going to need to produce this particular card. Okay, so I'm doing, the colours I'm going to use today is Crumb Cake, and the pink that I've used is Powder Pink. And I've used powder pink on the little cup itself as well. So sizings we're going to need a basic card which is 15 centimetres by 21 centimetres and scored at 10.5 centimetres. You're then going to need your piece of coloured card, whichever you decide to go with in the way of colours, and this particular one is 14.5 centimetres by 10 centimetres. You're then going to need another piece of crumb cake, and this one measures 14 by 4.5 centimetres, and then a piece of DSP which is measured at 13.5 by 4 centimetres. This particular DSP that we're using here is in the coffee, oops, I'll just grab them and show you, is in this coffee collection and coffee suite, and we've got some gorgeous papers and things, and it really does lean to the Starbucks colours, doesn't it, through here. And then we'll flip this over, and there we have the strong green coming through. So there we have it. Actually, that's not one part of it, I don't know why that was there, but this is it here. And I've chosen today to go with the paper with the pictures of, here we have it, whoops, with the pictures of the coffee cups and things and the coffee percolator. And the reason I've done that is because with choosing the Frappuccino and having it say happiness is a cup of coffee, I thought that we needed to bring something of the coffee in there to tie that together so it doesn't look like a milkshake and talking about coffee. So let's get started. Let's start putting this together. Now we don't need that base card at the moment, we just need this main card here, which we're going to put all our workings on. So the first thing we need to do is put together the DSP onto our backing card. So I'm just going to grab my snail and we're just going to put some adhesive on there. This particular card, on the back of this DSP is a watermark, which is actually quite nice, because if you wanted to cut your coffee cups out of this, that would be really quite pretty too. So, whoops, missed out putting it across the bottom. And just pop that onto your piece of crumb cake and pop that evenly around. Okay, then you're going to place this I've just come to the end of it. that's right, isn't it? Let me grab some scissors. Clip that off. Why does that always happen when you're actually making a video? I have no idea. Alright, so let's pop this into this corner. The way that I've done the measurements, it should allow you to actually frame this piece here. So I just give it a little gap all the way around. So there we have that piece. The next thing you're going to need to do is to cut out your cup, and you're just going to place that on your coloured pink card, and you're going to roll that through your die machine, and you're going to come out with this here. You're then going to take your straw and you're going to put that on Whisper White, and then you're going to have this piece here. You're then going to cut the the crumb cake with this die for a cup holder, and that's what you're going to come up with there. And the next thing you're going to need is oh, that's right, I'm going to make that for you. We're going to do the cream on top, because I'm just going to show you how you can put that together easily. Alright, so we need a piece of Whisper White. Just move those to the side for a second. We get the stamp, which is this one here, and I'm going to pick out the colour that we've been using, which is our new in colour, which is the powder pink. And you're just going to lightly touch that, not pressing too hard, and then just pop that on there. Alright, easy. Then you're going to get the die that cuts the cream out, and you're going to place that over the top. And you just have to line it up around the edges. Now what I do, because I don't have a magnetic plate, and I know that a lot of my viewers don't have the magnetic plate yet, I do this for them as well. So you just place that like that, pop that through your die cutting machine, which I've got right here. Right, so then we have this here, pop that off. Because that washi tape isn't very sticky, you don't actually remove anything from it when it happens. So there we go, so that's our cream. Okay, so that's, all we do is we now take the cup, and we're going to put a little bit of adhesive on the back of the cup, and we're going to stick our cream there. And I'm going to use a couple of dots. One there, and one there. Then you just take your cream, pop it under there, and stick that down. The next thing you do is you take your little stick here, and we are going to show you how you put the stripes onto this. We just need a little bit of scrap paper, so I'll just grab my pad. Okay, so you just lay your straw out. Now you only need a little piece of the straw, you don't need the whole straw, so we're just going to pop that there. Grab this, and we're going to grab some red. I'm going to go with real red, because that's how I remember the straws from when I was a kid. And I know a lot of people still use those straws. So just tap, tap very lightly. And then it's a matter of, oops. Now I'm going to have to lean in so that I can, actually I'm going to pull it down, oops, and do it. Hopefully you can still see it. And I'm really sorry about what the result is, because I can't see. And then you just pop that down, keep going, and then you pick which end you think is the best. And I think this end's the best, so I'll cut that in half and get rid of that part of the straw. Whoops. And we're going to use that there. Okay, so let's get rid of the red. Okay, so here we have this. All we need to do then is get our dots back in here, the glue dots. Grab glue dot. stick it on our straw and place it so that it's just coming up there, just like that, and push that on. Next you want to grab your cover. I'm just going to see if I have another one already ready in here. My snail, put a little bit of snail on and pop that on there. See how easy that is? The next thing you want to do is you want to get your stitched shape framelits, which I have here. And I talk about these in my videos all the time because I really love them. They are so nice to use and leave a great finish. So these are them. I'm just going to show you a little bit about them because I haven't done so just yet. So we have the squares, and we have 4 squares. We have the circles, and then we have the ovals there, and we have the big oval, which is right here, and the little oval. So there we have it. So today I'm going to use the big oval. All right, so you just place that onto your white card and roll that through your die cut machine, and then you'll be left with this here. Bring in your little paper piercing mat, because that's how I do my stamping when I'm doing bigger images. And this is the one we're going to use today. And we're going to bring in our black ink, and we're going to make sure we ink that up really good. And then we're just going to place that into the center. Now when I do my stamping, and especially when it's a bigger image, I like to really hold and let that ink absorb properly into the card. Sometimes if you go down quite quickly and lift it up, you actually take half of the ink back off the card and leaves it looking like you haven't really given a good press to your stamp. So we're just going to peel that off slowly, and there we have our stamped tag. Alright, and let's start putting this card together. So we don't want that to smudge, but it does dry quite quickly. So we will just grab, oops, I'm going to pop this on. We've done this one this way, so I might just do this one another way. Shall I get a little bit creative and go that way? Why not? Let's do that. I got a little mark on there, so I'm going to cover it. Just put some, oh, I think I picked up the wrong one. I did. So that, and let's just pop that over that to cover it. There we go. Then all we do is grab some of our thread. Now this is a Blushing Bride thread, and I'm just going to tie, it's just a slightly different pink to the one that we've got here. And I'm just going to tie a little bow with our thread. Okay, so my video stopped and I didn't realize that it had stopped, so you missed the last part of my card. So really what I did was I popped some dimensionals on the back of the drink, popped that on the top of the card, and then adhered our pink card to our main card. And that's it, simple as that to really put together. So thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you came back, and if you haven't subscribed, please do so below. And come back and join me another time for a video. This is one of a few I wanted to do with this new set. There's so many options. You've seen all the DSP and how beautiful they are, so it'll be really nice to be able to bring you some really different options with it, and show you some creations that you can actually get from the DSP and the stamp set, and then you'll be able to create lots of cards and lots of different types of cards. So thank you for joining me once again, and I look forward to seeing you back soon. Bye bye.